For the longest time, I thought holding on to my anger was protecting me. I blamed people, I holded grudges against people, I blamed my parents for not loving me the way I needed, and I somewhere believed that if I hold on to those pain, those anger, it meant that what happened to me mattered. But I realized that it wasn't them that holding the pain, it was me. I was holding those pain, those things. These people have just moved on, but it was only me who was carrying the weight of the pain. And I got this beautiful quote somewhere that holding on to resentment is like you are drinking poison and you are expecting the other person to suffer. So when I was holding all these grudges, all this anger, this pain, it was only me carrying that pain. These people have moved on. These people maybe don't even remember what they did, or they are not even aware that they did something bad to me. Sometimes people don't know that they have hurt you. But these people have moved on, and I am just holding on to this pain, this hurt, this anger, and I'm letting them decide my life now in the present moment and the future. So what I want to talk about today is forgiving. And forgiving doesn't mean that what happened in the past was didn't matter. Yes, it mattered. It was painful. What happened to me in my past, it was hurtful. I'm not saying that it was not important. It didn't meant. But if you let those past situations control your life now, then your life is going to become more and more disaster, I would say, more bad. So forgiving is very, very, very important. And I came out with this topic because there is a beautiful song that came. The song name is Mafi, and the song is so beautiful. And as a person, me, who have learned to forgive people, to forgive myself even, this song touched my heart so beautifully, and I thought I should make a video on this topic about forgiveness, because I have learned to forgive people. I also saw a reel. I'm giving you this example so that you can understand how holding on grudges and holding that anger against others are suffering us. So I saw a reel, and this person was just holding a knife on her hand, and she is saying to God, like, God, this knife is hurting me, it's hurting me. And God is saying, then release the knife, let go of the knife. But then the person is saying, if I let go of this knife, then whom I will blame that I am in pain? Can you understand the thing, the reel that I saw? Sometimes we hold on to the grudges so that we can have someone to blame. So we are holding grudges against our parents, then we can say that our life is right now like this because of our parents, which I used to do for a long time. I suffered in my career. I couldn't go for the career that I wanted because of financial condition. I lost my love life, the man that I love. And for the longest time, for 7 years, near to 7 years, I blamed my parents for failure in my love life, for failure in my career. And I was feeling good by playing the victim because I have someone to blame. I can't blame myself for this, even though it was for me that I couldn't go for the career. Yes, financial condition was one thing, but it was also me, right? But I can't blame myself now. So I kept blaming my parents for 7 years, and for 7 years I was holding that grudges, and I was crying every day, blaming every day, playing the victim every day. And even though I was feeling good by playing the victim, but I have lost it 7 years. Sometimes I regret, that I lost it 7 years by staying in my room crying every day. But I'm also grateful that I came out of that situation. Even it took me 7 years, I came out of that situation. I'm always grateful and thankful to God for that. But I just want to say you that don't do that. That was something I did. I wasted my 7 years playing the victim, blaming my parents for everything that happened to me. But after that, when I watched the video of victimization, that changed my entire journey, my entire mindset, and today I am here as this person, as this version of me. That was so beautiful. So maybe this is the video, because I watched, I saw a YouTube video on victimization, and I came in this beautiful journey. My there was such a big mindset shift in me. So maybe this video can also be your reminder, can also be your, eye opener. So remember that holding on to the pain, holding on to the grudges, holding on to your anger will not take you anywhere. It will only take you down. It will not let you go your higher version, to your higher version. You will become more and more toxic, you will become more and more negative. Your life will not be good if you hold to the grudges. So remember that forgiveness is such a beautiful, beautiful skill, quality, I would say. Like, it took so long for me, even when I came in, when my mindset shift, I watched this video about victimization. It's not like after watching the video I forgave my parents, I forgave everyone who did bad to me. It took me more than 3 years, I would say, to really now forgive everyone fully. Even when I came in this journey and I thought that yes, I should forgive people, not blame people, I stopped the blaming one, I stopped playing the victim. But still there were little grudges that comes again and again. But it took me more than 3 years, because I was doing all the work by myself. I didn't had anyone to help me. I couldn't explain myself to anyone, because I thought no one will understand this journey. So it took a little time. Sorry. So I just want to say you that yeah, to forgive someone fully, it will take time. And it's not like just because you saw this video you will forgive everyone tomorrow. It's not possible right that way. Yeah, it takes time, but it is important that you forgive everyone. And it's not like that you forgive and so you let everyone do these things again to you. So some people have hurt you, and uh, they want to come back in your life again. It's not like forgiving them means letting them come in your life again. It means just that um, you just don't want the pain to control you. You forgive them and let them go. And it doesn't mean that you know this I'm so sorry, what I'm saying is that it's not important that this person comes and apologize to you. It's okay, you are forgiving for yourself. I also go at this beautiful quote that when you forgive, it's not a gift to others. When you forgive them, it's a gift to yourself. By forgiving everyone, my parents, the people that hurt me, and so many people did so many wrong to me, and by forgiving them, I'm not giving them something, I have given myself the gift of peace, calmness, lightness. It's a gift to myself. And so now the question comes, how you can forgive. So firstly, you need to be aware that by holding these grudges, you are only doing harm to yourself and not the other person. It's only you who are suffering, not the other person. So just be aware of that, and just be aware that yes, forgiving them doesn't mean that what happened was not wrong. Yes, it was wrong. It was wrong. Those emotions, those pain mattered. Yes. But still, you were aware of it. You are with those emotion, whatever it is. You were hurt. You got sad. Someone betrayed you, cheated you, whatever it is. Just feel those emotion for a moment. Be aware that yes, it mattered. The pain mattered, the emotion, the sadness mattered. And then you decide that now I'm forgiving the other person, because by forgiving them, I'm gifting myself the gift of peace, calmness. So this is the first step of being aware. Secondly, the first thing you need to do, the first person you need to forgive is yourself. Because when I learned about victimization, when I learned about blaming people, forgiving, the regret that I had was those 7 years that I wasted. And it was very important for me to forgive myself, that yes, it's okay, Nivedita, you wasted your 7 years, but you are in this version now. Those 7 years, that version of Nivedita could never believe that I would be this version. So forgiving yourself is very important for the choices you made, for the mistakes you did. Forgive yourself first. And secondly, forgive your parents. They did the best they could do according to their own capability, their own awareness. They did their best. They couldn't do what you expected. It's okay, just forgive them, don't blame them. And thirdly, forgive everyone that hurt you, everyone who gave you pain, who cheated you, betrayed you, whatever it is. So firstly, you need to forgive yourself, and you can do by you can, I can say, journaling. You can journal yourself like, I forgive myself for this mistake. I understand that, uh, that version of Nivedita didn't know what she could do, and so she blamed her parents for her career, for her love life. She couldn't blame herself, she couldn't take the responsibility. She was not that strong to take the responsibility, and so she thought that blaming her parents would give her a little bit of what say, relaxation. So she blamed whatever it is. Journal first by for forgiving yourself, secondly for forgiving your parents, and forgiving others. And secondly, you can also, for forgiving yourself, you can do mirror affirmation. Like, you can look in your eyes and you can say, I'm sorry for whatever you did, whatever you want to say, sorry for the choices, the mistakes that you did. And one most beautiful way of forgiving is ho'oponopono. If you know about ho'oponopono, you need to say 4 sentences. So if you are practicing sorry, if you are practicing this ho'oponopono to forgive yourself. For example, you can say like, I'm sorry Nivedita, I'm so sorry that, you know I wasted my 7 years blaming my parents, blaming everyone for the life that I had. I know that 7 years I could have done so much better. I wasted that 7 years. I'm so sorry, Nivedita. Please forgive me. And thank you now, Nivedita, that you are taking the responsibility to change your life, to forgive everyone, to forgive yourself. And I love you, Nivedita. I love you. So this, there are 4 sentences. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. These 4 sentences repeatedly say to yourself. Think like you are saying it to yourself. You can add extra sentences like gave you the example, or you can also say only the 4 sentence, and you can then forgive yourself. Then you can do this meditation for your parents, for everyone who hurt you. You can take a particular person, suppose it's your ex-partner or any friend. You just imagine how whatever she did to you, and you are like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And just because you were saying I'm sorry doesn't mean that you think like you are the bad person, even though that person did bad to me. Why I am saying sorry, let me say you again, you are doing it for yourself. If you do this practice, it's not that you are saying sorry to them, you are saying sorry for holding that grudge, that pain for so long. Okay, so sorry, that's what how you practice forgiveness. And by practicing, one day you will feel so light, so calm, so at peace. So give this gift to yourself, the gift of forgiveness. Give it to yourself, I would say. So that's all for today, my girls. Bye bye. Thank you for staying till the end. I'll meet you in the next video. Bye bye.